Bernie, you want to have the intro?
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us for our 11 count wrestling podcast where we join together and bitch about wrestling in a safe space. I'm Bernie,
I'm Eddie,
and this is the 11 count.
and we're reviewing the 2024 Royal Rumble. It just happened 48 hours ago on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh man, we got some shit to talk about. Should we bring up the Punk thing now or later?
Let's bring it up now. I mean, might as well.
So some news came out of it, and we'll talk about the match, his performance in the match later. But it has come out that CM Punk sore his fucking tricep during the match. He will be out for 4 to 6 months. No WrestleMania main event for this motherfucker. Not yet, anyway. Um,
Uh,
he tore it while taking a future shock DDT from Drew McIntyre. Um,
Damn
we had
shame.
mentioned, fuck it, we had the conversation yesterday that CM Punk looked winded during his match. Apparently, when he had his two Madison Square Garden matches against Dominic Mysterio, reports from people that attended the show said that Punk looked gassed by the end of the matches. And they were only 13-minute matches. There were house shows with a lot of posturing and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
rest holds. So I don't know where his cardio is at.
I mean, I don't know if even in AEW, he didn't look like he had a ton of cardio.
I maybe you're right. Maybe it was because of his dance partners that they always made him look like he was good. I think since he injured his foot, maybe that, but since then is when he's been having his issues with cardio because, and I can say this from personal experience, it your bones, if you break them, they don't heal like quickly. Like they take
You
up
never broke your bones.
I've broken my elbow, remember?
When?
2015. I was in a car crash, remember?
Dito, you fractured your elbow? You didn't break it.
I broke this bone right here. You want to know? You want to see proof, motherfucker? Watch this.
Come
Can
on.
can you tell? Hold on. Let me tell you. Can you touch your shoulders with your hands? Can you do this?
Uh,
Okay, do it with the other one. Adorable. Watch this. All right. Look, nothing. Right. Watch this.
I don't know. I feel like you're just faking.
My bone healed crooked
Oh,
because
that sounds like something that would happen to you.
because when I went to physical therapy, they were like, "Oh, we'll just put these electrodes on your arm." I was like, "Can you give me exercises or something?" Nah, you'll be fine.
Wow.
So when I tried, I shit you not, like the week after they took off the cast, I was at the gym. I was curling 30s with this arm, like isolated curls, and I tried
Hmm.
curling with this other arm. I was struggling to get 2 pounds up. I was crying trying to rep 2 pounds.
Hmm.
Because fuck that hurt. Anyway,
Sounds like you.
so he broke bones in his foot. Obviously, you need your feet to do cardio. So I'm
Hmm.
willing to bet since that foot injury, his cardio has gone to shit.
I mean, there's plenty of other ways to get cardio in. Stair climber, stationary bike. I just don't think he takes very much care of his body for being all fucking drug free that he is.
We're being straight edge.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be right.
Dude,
Um,
he's never looked like he was in shape. Ever. Even in the UFC.
I just don't think he ever tried bulking up. I think he looks to me he looks in shape, but like a normal dude that's in shape. He doesn't look like fucking chiseled and made out of rock.
No, I mean he doesn't look fat, but he's skinny fat.
He looks lean. Well, not like
No, he's skinny fat.
what skinny fat.
Like, yeah, you might not have a gut going over your belt line, but you have love handles on the side of you.
Does he? He's love hand. He does not have love handles.
Yes, he does.
Let me see. No, I have love handles. This motherfucker does not.
Yes, he does.
Show me a picture.
The fucking Royal Rumble. When he took off his shirt, they hang from the sides. Love handles.
Royal Rumble 2014, 2024. Uh, Okay, man. No, I'm sorry. And that's this is coming from a guy that like is happy he got injured. Oh, that sounds bad. It's coming from a guy that finds the humor in the fact that he got injured. He's not fat.
He's not fat. Come on.
That's
He's
not
not
fat for
fat.
me. That we
He's
Freddie,
I
that's
didn't
not
say,
fat.
but listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
He's not fat, like belly sticking out over the fucking the belt line. He's skinny fat. He doesn't have a six pack. He doesn't have much definition, but he's flabby around his midsection.
I might give you he's a little flabby. Fat, I won't give you. I'll give you
I
flabby.
didn't say I'm not. Stop. Get the fucking traditional definition of fat out of your head. I'm not calling him fat. I'm calling him skinny fat. Skinny fat is when you have no definition whatsoever around your midsection. You're not gargantuan, but you also don't. You're not also not tight.
So he's cut skinny fat. I'm looking at the actual definition. He looks like cut skinny fat, if that makes sense.
If you want to call him cut, I don't
Whatever.
think he's very much. I don't think he's very cut.
Either way, he did not take care of his body. So the motherfucker he tore his tricep during the match. And
Well, I mean, it's hard to believe that Bobby Lashley is a year older than him,
yeah, dude,
and
Bobby Lashley's a fucking beast though. That's ain't even close.
but I mean that, like I said, that comes from years of taking care of your body. Like if you don't take care of your body, of course it's gonna break down on you.
Do you think Punk? I always imagine that when Punk was probably in WWE working like a motherfucker, I imagine he thought that the wrestling itself was enough. Because I mean, if you go out there and you have a 20-minute match 5 days a week, like you're good. I think you're good.
I don't know, man. Like even wrestlers back then, they all knew that they had to go work out. Not like I'm saying running marathons, but like everyone knew that you had to go lift weights, get some running in at least. Because I mean, you can't fucking run the ropes and be all gassed out.
What's it called? No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong there. But yeah, so fucking CM Punk is injured. He will miss WrestleMania 24 most likely.
Mm,
Um,
yeah. I mean, let's be honest. I was really hoping that he wasn't gonna win the Royal Rumble because I don't want to fucking see him get put into the main event over Cody.
I mean, I imagine their plan was to put Punk in like the main event of night one and not I don't think that they were gonna put him like night two main event. I think it was gonna be night one main event.
You think he wasn't gonna get a title shot?
No, I definitely know. But the thing is the main since they have 2 days now, sometimes they put the women on the night one. They did that, I think.
Uh,
No, they've only done that one once, which is weird. The first time they did it. The
mm.
second time they did it.
Well, this one, this past one, it was what
Uh
Owens versus Zayn.
no, I'm sorry. That was 38. 39 was Owens and Zayn.
Yeah,
This is the Usos for the tag titles.
yeah.
Um, so no, I think that though they probably would have put Punk and Rollins at the main event of night one. That had to have been a thing for Punk was like, fuck you, I come back if I main event. And they were like, yeah.
I'm glad he's not main eventing.
I think it's fucking hilarious.
He just hasn't looked like, honestly, like I don't. I'm you and I both know I've never been a fan of CM Punk, especially in AEW.
Yeah.
Like I never thought once in his AEW matches that I was like, man, this guy is in top tier shape.
Hmm. I'm going to agree. Well, also look at how wonky he landed the buckshot lariats. Did you see him botching both those moves?
Oh yeah, those were fucking. Oh, those are gross.
No.
Like
But
it's fucking sad to say that Logan Paul has a better buckshot lariat than him.
oh well, speaking of botches, you want to talk about the women's Royal Rumble?
Oh, I mean,
Hey,
at least one saving grace. Jordan Grace. I see how I segued.
but
Um, WWE did business with TNA and brought Jordan Grace in, but they've done business with Impact before.
They had
They
Mickey.
had a they had a what's they had Mickey James come out when she was the Impact champion. So it's not something that they haven't done before.
Yeah. And she had a long showing. She was in the match for I want to say about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think she eliminated anyone though. Jordan Grace. I don't think she didn't eliminate anyone, but I mean that makes sense. Hey, we'll give you a platform, but you're not gonna take out any of our people. Uh
Yeah. Um I think it just it looks good like on WWE doing business with TNA.
no.
Um did you see the video I sent you?
Yeah, yeah, how Triple H
He's like, I'm not gonna call it the generic fucking thing that people always call it about what door we're opening.
yeah. That was a little petty, but I like that. That was a little funny.
It's true. I mean, yes, Forbidden Door the first time, yes, like use it. Like we get it. No one in wrestling like mixes together, blah blah blah. But like when you keep using it, that's where it's like, all right, it's not really a forbidden door if you keep using it.
I mean, it's the name of one of the annual pay-per-views going forward, so fuck it, it's around to stay. But we also got the return of Naomi.
Oh yeah, Naomi's back. Pretty sure it was Vince leaving that brought her back.
Well,
And also being around her husband.
well, it was also the lawsuit with MLW. That's one reason why, because MLW was arguing that well, they're stealing their poaching talent from other companies. So WWE was in a bit of a like a hiring freeze for a little bit.
Oh, well, maybe.
That was part of the issue anyway. But yeah, we had what did you think of the whole like damage control like angle? I really liked it.
Uh, what you mean like Bailey winning the Royal Rumble?
Not just that, but the fact that she kept saving Asuka and Kairi Sane. Like she kept saving both of them a lot. When
I
the
mean, it's also kind of like makes sense. It keeps the group together. I thought they would have gotten rid of them, or they would have nixed the group. But I mean, I don't hate it. I did you think that Bailey should have gone over as for Royal Rumble?
I think she deserved it. I think so. I think she has a good story to tell with her overtaking damage control, going back to being a face and winning the title.
Hmm.
Um, I think this is also a very big play to keep her in WWE because her contract is also up in 2024. And imagine if she left, her and Mercedes Moné like were gone.
Yeah, I mean, Mercedes Moné hasn't really done shit outside WWE, so it's not like it's a loss.
No, but they don't want to lose another one. Like, would you
True.
want to lose like your workhorse? Because Bailey's one of the few female wrestlers that I say like you can put her in a ring with fucking anyone and she'd have a good match.
Hmm. I
Uh,
would say that Mercedes Moné is turning out to be one of those cautionary tales. Like, look what fucking happens when you leave. Nothing.
she, dude, the problem is before she could really get the ball rolling, she got injured in her third match. She pulled a punk, unfortunately.
I mean, it happens. It sucks, but I mean, it's something that happens. It's the reality of the business.
Yeah. But we also got a few other significant pieces in this Rumble. We had Nia Jax like fucking cleaned up shit, had the most eliminations with 8. Uh,
God, dude, I'm just not a Nia Jax fan.
I don't think anyone is. Anyone that likes, people not being injured.
I think she's so fucking cliche and shit as a wrestler. Like, I just don't want to see any of her matches.
I think she fulfills the job of like the Big Show, like who the fuck's gonna be able to beat her one on one. But the problem is, man, is like she's not a bad wrestler, but she botches so much and she gets like other people injured. And even
Isn't she related to The Rock?
yeah, she's a rock.
Or she's The Rock's cousin?
Yep, and they still fight her ass.
Oh. I mean, just because you're The Rock's cousin doesn't mean they're gonna keep you.
I mean, it was believed that that's one reason why they wouldn't fire her when she was injuring people left and right.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. I think she fucking blows. Jade Cargill finally made her debut.
Fucking final fucking lead.
I don't think she's going to NXT. I think she's going straight to
The main
the
roster.
main roster.
So
Um,
reports finally came out as to what was going on. Apparently, and it was what I assumed. She didn't. The WWE got her, and they were like, she's not ready. Like she's not presentable enough yet. Because technically, she's only had 65 matches in 3 years. And
mhm,
AEW like very much protected her when she was there. They always made sure she was in the ring with someone good. So yeah.
mm, makes sense why they would stall it and get her ready.
Um, but yeah, she also had a good showing. She eliminated 3 people. She kind of knocked out Becky Lynch, sort of.
You think she has a match with Bianca Belair at Mania?
I think that's the only move that makes sense. I think if they do that, that'll be the first time, to the best of my knowledge, that there's ever been a women's match at Mania, and it was not for a championship.
Mm.
Which it was supposed to happen, I think not last year, but the year before that, with Bailey versus Sasha, but they didn't end up doing it for some reason.
I just know I'm asking for the Monday after Mania off because last year fucking Cody and Reigns it didn't end until like 11.
Yeah, yeah. For some reason here, like it used to be that the pay-per-view started at 6 and ended at 10. Now they start
Yeah,
at 7 and end at 11.
yeah, and I was just like I remember the next day at work I was fucking dead tired. Yeah, so I'm definitely asking for the day off.
What do you think of the proposed matches for Mania? We have Jax versus Lynch potentially, or Lynch versus Rhea Ripley versus Jax. That might be a thing. We got Cargill,
Jax versus Lynch?
Jax versus Lynch versus Rhea.
Why?
Apparently on Raw, they've been building up Nia Jax to face Rhea Ripley.
Why?
She's big.
Fuck, dude. I'm just like I don't know. Why does it seem like the fucking women's division super light right now?
Which is crazy because this is probably the most built Rumble that they've had in a long fucking time.
Like it's not that they don't have the people, it's just that they don't have the fucking star power. Like everyone's lighting the ass when it comes to the star power.
But I mean, that I think that comes with the territory of you're not building. That's why they don't want to lose Bailey. Like, imagine again, you lose her star power, which I think Asuka should still be a 10 pole. I don't know why. I get that they're building around someone else, and I understand it.
Hmm.
I still think though Asuka should be like on the level of Becky Lynch and Charlotte and Bailey.
And that's because she's in her 40s.
And she's still fucking amazing at wrestling, man.
It's like the women's division is completely different from the men's division in that it doesn't really matter if you're on the older side as long as you could still wrestle.
Yeah, I mean, if you take care of yourself,
Is is what's her face still the champ?
cool.
Not Bianca. Not Rhea, the other one. The one in damage control.
Uh, I want to say Io Sky.
Yeah. Is she still champ?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
again, little to no fucking star power.
see they believe that it's going to come down to Io Sky versus Bailey at Mania.
I'm just like, she needs a mouthpiece. That's not Bailey.
I mean, subtlety, like you see how the group is kind of like phasing Bailey out somewhat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. And Bailey will turn face and take him down and hopefully finally have a WrestleMania moment, which I think Bailey deserves it, man. Like she's probably been the one to get the shaft more than anyone else from the Four Horsewomen.
Fuck, I hated her hugging gimmick when she first started.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't have a cringy gimmick when they first start? Stone Cold Steve Austin was the $1 million man, remember?
No, wasn't he the ringmaster?
Yeah, sorry, the ringmaster. But he had
No,
the
he was a Hollywood Blondes.
no. I mean, when he got to WWF, he was the
Oh,
ringmaster, remember? Yeah,
yeah.
but they gave him the $1 million belt for some reason.
Hmm.
He wore some shitty green tights, and after 2 weeks, he was like, "Fuck this, just let me do me." But
What'd
okay.
you think of the Fatal Four Way?
Uh, I, I don't want to be a pessimist, man. I feel
No, be a pessimist.
I feel
Because I
like
thought it sucked.
okay, yeah, then we're on the same page. I feel like it
I
never got out of second gear.
I thought it sucked. I thought it was too short for starters. I thought there was never like a spot where it felt like Roman could lose,
Yeah.
and it just felt like a bullshit match to feed him. And again, why the fuck do they keep having the bloodline interfere?
That's
Like,
the main complaint, man. Is everyone's like
fuck, dude, can this dude not win clean?
they should have Roman win clean just to make the point of he can, but for some reason they won't fucking do it. Uh,
Like, I'm so over the bloodline interfering. I'm surprised Jimmy didn't interfere. I was surprised Solo didn't pop out in the Rumble.
you know, that's also a part of it. I think I get why they didn't want Randy to lose to Roman so soon after coming back. He just returned, but this cost us at least two people not being in the Rumble, two more men maybe not being in the Rumble, which
Hmm.
I think there's an argument to be made that LA Knight and Randy Orton in the Rumble could have been two other guys that were maybes. Like maybe we'll push LA Knight to the moon. Maybe Orton will get his moment. Like it was possible, but by having them in this fatal four way, it cost them having less bodies in the men's Rumble, which felt kind of light to me.
Yeah.
But
No, yeah, the men's Rumble felt super like, I don't know, it just felt light. There wasn't as many, and I know like that's the big thing is that people always hype up the Rumble in their own heads to be something that they're like, oh, what if fucking this guy comes back? What if this guy comes back? Oh, I fucking heard he's coming back. I can't wait. And then Rumble happens and they're all pissy because their psychotic head didn't come into fruition.
well, the thing
But it there wasn't really a lot of like surprise entrance. Like it was kind of just like okay. I didn't hate the Rumble. I thought it was fine.
I honestly thought it was poorly paced, man. Like, okay, Jimmy and Jada started, fair enough. And then Grayson Waller and Andrade, okay.
Fuck, I hate Grayson Waller.
And then we get nothing but mid card until
Oh, and Andrade, another fucking cautionary tale of leave and see what the fuck happens.
dude, man, I would have booked him in on the Andrade, the Idolo cartel or something like that. I would have given him a faction.
Wow, just because he's Mexican, he has to have a cartel?
My last
What the
Luna.
fuck is wrong with you?
My last name is Luna. Fuck off. I
Oh, because you're Mexican, you're able to make this joke?
I
What
saw
kind of
okay.
fucking nonsense is this?
Okay, quick question. Is that actually offensive? I've actually been
I
wondering
don't
that.
know. It's not. I don't think it's offensive, but I think it's a stereotype.
I mean, it's like getting mad about La Familia with like Chavo Guerrero and Vicky Guerrero. It's like, is that offensive?
What do you mean, La Familia? That's what they call themselves.
Yeah, way back when Edge was the head of the family, La Familia.
I mean,
I don't think that's offensive.
it's the family in Spanish. They're not a cartel. You fucking piece of shit.
Dude, okay, imagine if he ran it like okay, remember that first time he came out like as Black Mask?
Uh huh.
Imagine that. Like he's the head of the organization and he's like, we're gonna fucking win titles all day, every day. I think they should have booked him like that. I digress. But yeah, we got a fucking shit ton of mid carders and then Cody, which also I think that was the problem. We went so long without a possible winner because we all knew.
And no, that tag team, Bobby Lashley's tag team, the Street Profits. No Street Profits in there either.
No, didn't they get a brawl with
Yeah, they got in a fight with Karrion Cross's bitches.
yeah, that's yeah, with all
Granted, those dudes look huge as shit.
yeah, the authors of pain. Apparently
Yeah, they.
for a while.
I think that'd be. I think they're going to Mania. Triple 3-man tag match.
Maybe they'll have the first trios titles.
It's just a funny concept to think we hate each other. We we're gonna fucking fight, but hold on, it's not gonna be some all out brawl. There's rules here. We're gonna tag each other in, and then we'll fight there.
What if it was a tornado tag, no disqualification match?
I think that would be awesome.
It's the
I
magic
think
of
I
chaos.
think WWE's really lacking in good tag matches.
They're lacking in good tag teams. Like Name a good tag team other than the New Day and what used to be the
Fuck,
Usos.
I
Name
hate
another
the
good
New
tag team.
Day.
Huh?
I don't. I hate the New Day. I'm never gonna get behind them. I think their shtick is fucking stupid.
Did you see the Hell in a Cell match with the Usos?
Yes,
It's fucking great. It might actually be like the best tag
I
match.
didn't say they can't wrestle. I hate their fucking shtick.
I mean, I guess. Did you not enjoy Kofi Mania?
No,
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to apologize for my partner's indiscretion.
we
His
all knew he was gonna lose the title very quickly after he won it.
he has questionable taste at best. Just look at the posters in his room.
Kofi has the fucking charisma of a stick.
You're a fuck bastard.
Name one time he's been on the mic that you're like, fuck, dude, this guy's got it.
It was he was on the mic, but he was wrestling that gauntlet match. He had already beaten a couple of guys. He was down to him and AJ was like, "Bro, just stay down, please. Like, let me just pin you. Like, I don't want to hurt you." And Kofi's like, "Nah, I waited too fucking long." Well, he didn't say fuck, but he's like, "No, I'm not gonna wait anymore." Like, come on, man. That's passion. That's heart.
That's yeah, cool. That's a soundbite. I'm talking about a promo. He's never been a promo guy. And to beat champ, if you don't have a mouthpiece, like you have to be able to fucking talk.
There was also in 2010, I think it was 2010, when he had that rivalry with Orton. He got a promo on him in Madison Square Garden where he fucked up his NASCAR. I remember thinking, "Oh, this guy can talk." I remember that.
Oh, I never thought he was gonna be a good champion, or not a good champion. I never thought he was gonna last as champion, and I was right.
He lasted 6 months. That's longer than a lot of other guys.
Yeah.
The Rock held the title for 2 days once.
Kane held it for one day,
That's true. Andre the Giant held it for 35 minutes. But all right.
but yeah, that fatal four way wasn't a fan. I'm just like, I don't think it needed to be a fatal four way. I
I,
felt like we could have gotten rid of AJ Styles.
the thing is though, I didn't want LA Knight or Orton involved in that match. I'd rather they be in the Rumble.
I just think it sucks because I mean we all know like these title matches mean shit.
Hmm, you're not wrong. Well,
Like they're not gonna he's not gonna drop the belt.
see, that's the thing though. Do you remember the Fatal Four Way at the SummerSlam? I think it was 2016 with Brock, Joe, Braun, and Reigns. Do you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yeah.
awesome because it was so fucking outlandish. Like if they were gonna have a Fatal Four Way and we know Roman's not losing, they needed great spots and they never did. That's why I keep saying, man, it feels like they never got out of second gear, which sucks, but that's the reality of the situation. Um,
Yeah, like it never felt like they were gonna pull the trigger. Like
yeah.
a good match, like it does have to feel like, oh shit, like maybe you might actually fucking lose the belt.
Or again, at the very least, then have some great fucking spots. Like imagine if LA Knight like set out AJ Styles on the fucking table and jumped from the top rope through the table with a flying elbow. Good, give me some good spots at least. But no, never gonna fucking happen.
I wish WWE would let color show. Let some color show.
You mean blood?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like I mean there like I felt like I knew Cody and Punk were more than likely going to be at the end. I think a way for them to end it, which I think would have made it good, is if they both had some color.
I'm not against that. I would not have been against that. I'm glad they ended it with the two guys that we all knew were like maybe one of these two, because let's be honest, the four favorites were the final four. It was McIntyre, Gunther, Cody, and Punk.
Hmm.
They probably could have, if they had included it, I would have bought LA Knight and Orton in the match. Like I would have been like, oh, that's possible. I could see that.
Hmm.
But no, they didn't want to do that. Do you wanna talk about the US title match first, or do you want to just jump right into the Rumble?
I mean, the U.S. title match was just such a fucking waste.
I thought it was good up until the end. If Owens had won off the brass knuck shot, I think it would have. I think we'd be talking about it differently.
I just thought, like, why are you having him DQ'd
They're trying to protect Owens, I think, but honestly, man, I don't like the title being on Logan. I get why.
at all? Yeah, like, I understand why. I hate the title being on him.
Like what I and again, I get it. Like you're trying to like, oh, like let's show face. Let's show that, but I don't like it, man.
You know what's funny is that some people don't like the US title, at least the new one,
Mhm.
because it looks too good.
Who the fuck says that?
Internet people. Like I saw one comment that the person was like, it looks too good to be a mid card belt. So just because it looks good, it shouldn't be a mid card belt.
I mean, I don't love it. I don't hate it either, though. It
I
looks.
love the new belt. Compared to the old US title, the fucking bland flag on a revert on an upside down fucking house. Like, I think this one looks awesome.
I honestly kind of prefer the old one, if I'm being honest with you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I just like the way it looks. Like
You
that's me.
probably prefer fucking steaks with just salt and pepper like a psychopath.
Who the fuck only likes steak with salt and pepper?
Psychos.
Fucking no, thank you. Look, see, I'm looking at this right now. Logan Paul has had that title since November. This
Hmm.
was his first title defense. 2 months. He's pulling a reins. Fucking asshole. Um, oh, good. Seth beat him last year. I forgot about that. Anyway, yeah, no, I didn't like this match. If Owens had won, I think we'd be looking at this match differently. But because Paul retains, even though it's via DQ,
Hmm.
I didn't care for it. Fuck this guy. Didn't care. And he's
Yeah,
still
I just don't get why they did it. The tag team titles are in limbo again. No fucking tag match for the tag team titles. God, I fucking hate like what's happened to the tag division.
who even has the titles right now? I'm trying to remember.
Judgment
Well,
Day.
Judgment Day? Okay. I think they could have done some interesting stuff though, and like had the champions defend their titles earlier in the night so they come to the match fatigued. Like that could have been.
And then and then they don't fucking redo the belts. They just keep the shitty red and blue strap ones and just say you're the undisputed tag team champions.
See, and the thing is, I've heard that they plan on redesigning the belt. I don't remember when. Oh shit, they actually went ahead and they're not doing it now.
Wow.
I'm looking at it right now. They were gonna do it when Balor and Priest took the titles from Cody and Jay last year.
That I didn't understand why they took the belts off of them.
I think they just wanted to give a pop to the like locally, like they were like, "Oh, look at this, guys!" But no, yeah, apparently they had redesigned it. The designs are done, like they're ready to go. The belts are ready to go, but they're not doing it. Like they're just not going to go back and do it.
So fucking stupid.
It's a fucking shame. Uh,
Because
did you
I
ever see
mean,
the UK titles?
huh?
Did you ever see the UK Tag Team Championships?
From NXT?
Yeah, NXT UK.
Yeah.
Dude, those look nice. I'd rather see those.
My favorite belt is the classic the Attitude Era World Tag Team Championship belts.
Um, the red one, the one with the red word world on it.
Yeah.
That one's not bad. I wouldn't mind if they went vintage. Cody should
Or
have.
even the Ruthless Aggression World Tag Team belts.
Those were fine too. I prefer the SmackDown ones though, to be honest with you.
The WWE Tag Team titles.
Yeah, I like those for some reason. I think it's because I liked Paul London and Brian Kendrick a lot when I was a kid.
Eh.
Uh,
Yeah, but like it's just fucking sucks, dude. There's no tag teams. Like that's the only thing I don't like about watching the old pay-per-views is seeing like the good tag teams fucking wrestle. Like I know it's cliche to say, but there is no I don't think there will ever be another three-way tag team match better than anything the Dudleys Edge and Christian and the Hardy Boys did. I think that fucking chemistry can be replicated. What they did in the ring can be replicated. And I just think like that is peak tag team.
I think the only three teams that I think could rival them would be it, and I don't think they've ever done this match. I doubt they've ever done this match. I need to double check. If they did the Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks versus FTR, I think if they did that and give them like a three-way ladder match, I think that would be close. If anything, it might be as good. But
I
they've never done it.
One thing I do miss is just like there's no like rough and tough tag teams anymore. Like it's all like about high spots and shit like that.
But
Like the
that's
thing I liked about the Dudleys is that they were very like smash mouth. They're gonna fucking hit you in the face. Like it wasn't really about like spots. It was more, or it was about spots, but it was like a hard spot that they would do on you.
yeah. Well,
Or
that's
even the APA. The APA was also a rough and tough tag team.
well. See, that's where I'll say this much, man. If FTR is that old school vibe, like that's part of their shtick is no flips, just fists.
Mm.
So I think if FTR versus the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros, if they ever did that, I think that match could possibly rival Edge and Christian versus the Hardys versus the Dudleys. But they're not going to do it, not anytime soon anyway.
What'd you think of the final four on
Rumble.
the Royal Rumble?
I thought I like the fact that they had too many matches. But before we get there, I want to talk about Braun Breaker.
Mm.
The dude went on a fucking tear. Apparently, they clocked him going 23 miles an hour off the ropes at one point.
Well, he almost launched himself out of the fucking ring.
Yeah. Well, he took out Omos.
Yeah,
He fucking lifted Gunther. Apparently, so Brock, due to the allegations involving Vince McMahon, which we can talk about that later if you want to. Uh,
sure.
the because of how complicated the Rumbles are to book, they just told Braun you're gonna do all of Lesnar's spots, and that's fucking it. 5 minutes in the Rumble, which I believe. He eliminated four people.
Uh-huh.
I think he eliminated Omos. Yeah, he did eliminate Omos, and a couple of other people. I think Jey Uso or Jimmy, one of the two, and Finn Balor. Fuck, what was I gonna say? He had an impressive showing. Apparently, he may be up on the main roster now.
Mm.
Which,
What about Carmelo Hayes?
um, did he? What do you mean?
He came out in the Rumble.
No news on Carmelo Hayes if he's gonna be a permanent fixture or not. I don't know.
Mm.
Um, I do know though that if Braun's on the main roster, I think he needs to go to SmackDown because Raw dominated, dude. Like if you look at it right now, there was no SmackDown guys that came out after number 13. It was
Mm.
all Raw or NXT. Uh,
It's just I hate when they do the brand split and they don't stick to it.
I don't hate. I get what you're saying. I just think that they need to more evenly spread the wrestlers because Reigns is gone half the fucking time. Like
But
what
that's why.
the heck?
Like, if you're gonna really do a brand split, I like the old system before of Raw gets a pay-per-view, SmackDown gets a pay-per-view,
I agree.
then they mix at the four big ones.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
And I just hate that whenever they fucking hype up the brand split, and then next thing you know, everyone's wrestling on the same show again.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you on that one. I I think that they could do what they did last time, which is they do a brand split, right? But then right after Mania, they do like a draft lottery where each show gets three picks. That's it. You're not flipping 20 fucking people. It's three apiece, and that's it.
Hmm.
Because that gives you enough fresh matchups without like feeling like you're breaking brand loyalty. You know what I mean? I know it sounds
Hmm.
weird, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, then we got to the final four. Punk.
Gunther, Drew McIntyre, Punk, and Cody.
What'd you think?
I thought it was a solid four. I mean, to be honest, even though most people and myself included were like, it's gonna be Punk and Cody at the very end, I think there was plenty of spots where it was like maybe won't be Punk and Cody at the end.
Yeah. Who
Like
who
there was definitely a lot of plausible deniability.
who besides McIntyre and Gunther, who else do you think maybe had a chance of actually winning the Rumble?
I mean, I thought Gunther really had a chance. I don't think Punk did. I don't think Triple H would do that,
Mhm.
would have him win. I think he did promise him maybe like a match with not Reigns with Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight belt.
Mhm.
But I mean that's out of the question. So it's more than likely going to be Rollins versus Gunther.
I don't hate that. I think it's either gonna be Rollins versus McIntyre or Rollins versus Gunther. The thing is, though, Gunther was supposed to be in a program with Brock. So we were talking about the final four. Who else could have won? What do you think? So at Mania, do you think they'll do Gunther versus Brock or Gunther versus Seth Rollins now?
I think you need to take the fucking IC title off of Gunther already. I think he needs a fucking world title.
What if, okay, but would you have him lose or would you have him surrender the title and be like, I'm done? Like, I was never pinned, I was never beaten.
Um, I wouldn't hate him surrendering the title, but I wouldn't hate him losing the title either. But I'm just like, I the dude needs a fucking world title around his waist already. The dude's proved he can be a fucking main eventer.
Someone proposed, and I like this idea. What if Braun Breaker took it off him?
I mean, I wouldn't hate that.
What
The only thing that is we always forget Damian Priest.
for the IC title?
No, I mean he still has a fucking Money in the Bank briefcase.
Uh, Let me see. What if we have Rollins versus McIntyre, and then Priest cashes it in at Mania and runs away with the title? Wouldn't that be fucking poetic? Imagine the second heist of the century.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I mean, we all forget that fucking Priest still has one of those goddamn Money in the Banks.
I don't know. I wonder if he'll cash it in at Money in the Bank. Like, I'm cashing it in on the same night that I won it. Maybe that they could be the opening match.
Isn't it a year? Like he has a year to cash it in.
He has 1 year. He has technically up until the following pay-per-view to cash it. I mean, technically they've never done it, but maybe he could cash it in at the same pay-per-view. He could be like, "Fuck it, we're the opening match."
I
I think he
mean,
also held it the longest, I think, of anyone.
people have cashed it in when they want it. Like didn't
Kane did
what's
it.
his face Dean Ambrose do it?
Dean Ambrose, Kane, I think Alexa Bliss, Nikki ASH cashed it in the following day. A bunch. Bailey cashed it in the same night too. A bunch of
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
winners have cashed it in on the same night for some reason.
it's not uncommon. I wouldn't be surprised if he did it.
In Toronto, Ontario, Canada, at the Skybank Arena. I'm surprised they never go back to the same arena where they had WrestleMania 18.
Which one was the one that they had in 18? Wasn't that in Canada?
Yeah, in Toronto.
Hmm.
At the Roger, I get
Because
that.
Canada sucks, eh? No, I'm kidding.
Okay, say it again. Say it louder. Say it louder for the people in the back, Bernie.
Poutine is stupid.
Jesus Christ, you're gonna get us murdered. Yeah, WWF has never gone back to the Rogers Center, and I wonder why. I think it
They
used to be
probably
Sky Dome. Yeah,
probably fucking
Sky
really
Dome.
hate Vince for the screw job.
You think? Yeah, you think that's why? I mean, shit, maybe. But yeah, they've never gone back. I always thought that was weird.
Well,
Toronto,
wasn't 19 in Seattle?
no, yeah, 19 was Seattle, 18 was in Toronto.
And they haven't really gone back to Seattle for WWE.
Either, no, 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 never. Let me see here. Pop culture. Yeah, they've never fucking, let me see, WWE. Professional wrestling. They've only ever had, oh wait, they had WrestleMania X8 8 there and WrestleMania 6.
In Seattle?
No, in Toronto.
Oh. Well,
They
yeah,
also
because
had
I
the
mean,
taping of
Toronto back then was a Or Canada in general, the fucking wrestling place.
Oh, it also hosted the largest Raw audience ever at 41,000 in February 99 when Austin beat Mr. McMahon in a gauntlet match against the corporation.
Hmm.
Go fucking WWE, go back. Goddamn. But whatever. Money in the Bank, I think could fill out a stadium, I think.
Roman Reigns is on ESPN right now.
What's he say?
He's picking his Super Bowl predictions in August for next year. Oh God.
Yeah, yeah,
Why
no.
don't you why don't you fucking defend your belt, you piece of shit?
So that's his face, please.
I will gladly. He's not gonna do anything. Hit me. Make me richer for the love of God. I will take the hit and I will smile while taking that hit.
You want me to like cover you and be like, he's fine, don't worry about
No, you should be like, he's dead.
it.
Oh my God, he's dead.
You fucking killed
You piece of shit.
him.
So I could get more money out of him.
You know what? I bet you, if anything, I bet you Shu will try to jump him.
I think he settles out of court for
They're
quarter of a mil.
only a quarter of a mil?
Yeah, he's not gonna fucking give me more than that. I'm perfectly fine with it. We'll pay off my student loans. I could probably get myself a nice, decent little house.
Fair enough. All right. So Cody wins. He's obviously gonna challenge Reigns, right?
Obviously, I mean, he fucking pointed him out.
So what do you think happens at the chamber? Apparently, rumor is that they will for sure do at least one women's chamber, and the winner challenges Rhea Ripley at Mania.
Well, I mean, if what you're saying is true, then it's probably gonna be Nia Jax that wins.
Either Jax or Lynch.
Oh, if they do a men's chamber, it's gonna have to be against Rollins.
And
My money on a men's chamber would be Gunther winning. Before, I probably would have said Punk,
yeah.
but he's injured, he's out. So I mean, my money's on Gunther or maybe McIntyre.
What would you think if Gunther wins the chamber, goes to Mania, the main event, Gunther versus Rollins, and Gunther squashes him?
Squashes Rollins?
Yeah, 5 minutes, just beats the fuck out of him. Powerbomb after powerbomb after powerbomb. They do the stretcher job. Gunther holds up both titles. Rollins is stretchered out with Becky Lynch there. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, I think that's how you end night one if you're gonna do a stretcher job, but I mean that's a fucking statement.
Do you think Rollins would do it? Like, do you think he'd be willing to be like, fuck?
In the words of Stone Cold, anything's possible with a good amount of money behind it.
When did he say that? I'm kind of curious.
When he walked out on Raw.
Oh, like that's how they brought him back?
No, he was like, I'll do anything if the story and the money is right.
Yeah. Yeah, shit, fair enough. But yeah, so that's any final thoughts coming out of the Rumble?
Mm, I'm hoping we can finally put this story to rest and Cody can finally win the WWE belt to redeem his family's name. Even though I felt like he's already done that, like doing what he's done.
Mhm.
But I'm sure winning the WWE title will be true redemption because I mean it's the title that his dad always wanted to win but couldn't. Um Overall, I thought the Royal Rumble was okay. I give it a B.
Mhm.
I don't think it was horrible. I just think it wasn't super spectacular, but it also wasn't terrible.
With hindsight, you which Rumble was better, this year or last year? Take out the fact that we went to the one last year.
I mean, I know Cody came out at number 15 in this one, so he was in the match a lot longer. But there was just something about last year,
Yeah,
about him winning last year. I think that hit more.
yeah. I think I think between the two Rumbles last year, I think were better. And the Reigns, the ending spot with Reigns versus Owens and the Zayn.
Oh yeah. The
Fuck
fuck you,
you.
Roman.
And
Pat McAfee looking around like, holy shit.
they hate him. Yeah. I think there's something special about last year's Rumble, to be honest. Like, I think it
No,
was,
I think last year's Rumble, I think it fucked up starting with the men's Rumble in the very beginning
it
because
didn't,
that killed the fucking crowd.
it killed them for, unfortunately,
It killed the crowd for a good fucking while
for two
because
matches. The
the
women's match.
crowd was dead with the that Mountain Dew dark match,
Uh,
and it was dead for the women's Rumble.
dude, I'm just noticing now, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan went bell to bell in the women's Rumble last year.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that till just now. I was like, holy shit,
yeah.
wait a second. Like Rhea, I
Yeah.
remember, but I don't remember Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan. Va 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 voom.
And hey, she returned at the Rumble from both the
I
D
know
and
from her time in the joint.
you know,
No pun intended.
but uh, okay, last what if? What if The Rock had come out at number 30 or at number 30?
I honestly was expecting like The Rock to pop out after Roman won.
Uh-huh.
Like I was legitimately expecting to hear The Rock's theme pop up.
What do you think would have happened if number 30, like they do number 30, they do the whole thing right, and after number 30, some time goes by, and then it starts counting down again, and everyone's like, is this a glitch? Number 31, The Rock.
I think it would have been quite interesting, but I think it would have put Cody over if like he would have knocked out The Rock.
Do you think the crowd turns on him, or do you think
On
they're
Cody?
yeah,
No.
even over The Rock?
I think Cody's more over than The Rock.
You think?
With diehard fans, yes.
Yeah, but the filthy casuals that are there in the arena.
I mean, that's the only thing that sucks is all the most of the dudes that are there at the bottom aren't. I mean, it's kind of unfair to say because you don't know the fucking guys. You could say like, "Oh, those dudes at the bottom, they're not real fans.
Yeah,
The dudes in the rafters, those are the real fans."
yeah.
But I mean, you don't really know that. They could just have money, or they probably took those tickets out on a credit card.
Poor fuckers. Yeah, true. Fucking true.
Like it's just it's kind of unfair to say. But no, I think if Rock came out, I think if Cody would have like if imagine if that did happen. And then we get some color between Cody and The Rock.
Mhm.
Like I'm talking Crimson Mask on both of them. And then like they get into a slugfest and fucking Cody knocks him out of the ring. I think Cody goes over.
Oh man, what? Imagine if Punk eliminates Cody and then the countdown, The Rock comes on and eliminates Punk again.
I mean, I don't know. I think the Rock one is I maybe that whole head of the table thing was actually a precursor about him taking over the in for TKO.
You never know. What if Jesus Christ? What if The Rock? What if Roman wins at Mania again?
Fuck, dude, I'll be so pissed.
Because he needs another two. He needs another 150 days to beat out numbers 3 and 2.
I would be so pissed. I truthfully would. I would be like, this is such a fucking waste of 2 years.
How pissed would you be? Would you stop watching for a while?
I'd probably stop watching for a while.
Damn. All right. Well, fuck.
Because
Well,
it's true. It's bullshit. This guy's had the belt for 2 years and he doesn't do shit.
more than 3 years, I think, at this point.
Yeah, he doesn't do shit. He does fuck all.
Well, folks,
I think if you're a true fan, you'd be fucking livid.
let's see. Roman Reigns days as champion. Looking at it right now. Let's see. See how slow my fucking computer wants to go right now. 245 days currently. Uh,
But what's the record?
let's see.
I know it's Bruno San Martino.
WWE titles. Um, the record stands. Let me see. Top five. No, where is it? Where is it? I'm trying to find it on Wikipedia. There you go. The WWF Championship, WWE Championship. Let's see. I'm looking for reigns, total title reigns. Number of days, combined reigns, number of days. Fuck, why can't I find it? Jesus Christ, what the internet does. Number of days. There we go. The longest one is Bruno San Martino at 2,800 days, which that's 7 years. Like he's not gonna get that far.
Yeah, he's not gonna fucking get that record. Fuck off.
But he's already beaten Bruno San Martino. So as of right now, there's only two people ahead of him. Bob Backlund and Hulk Hogan. Both are very similar. One has 1,470 days. That's Bob Backlund. He's number three. And then Hulk Hogan at 1,474 at number two. So it's only a 4 day difference between the two guys.
Hmm.
So if he wants to beat them, he's gonna have to hold on to the title for at least another 200 days and change.
Fuck off. Oh,
Let's see. Maybe he'll lose it at Survivor Series?
Jesus, dude. I want him to lose now.
Dude, I think people have been ready for him to lose since SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think he's trash. I don't think I've ever seen a Roman match and I was like, man, this guy is something else.
Um, one second. Sorry. Someone just texted. But yeah, no, I don't remember the last time I enjoyed a Roman match a lot. SummerSlam was okay. I saw it live. I think you did too. It was early in the morning. I remember.
Mm.
But no, I Roman matches have not been good for a while. They're too slow paced to me. But no,
Yeah, maybe.
no.
Um, you want me to hit the outro?
Si, senor.
Thank you everybody for joining us for our 11 count review of 2024's Royal Rumble. We will be here every other week. Probably not next week, but the week after, we will be here to do another wrestling bitch about. Finally, we might get to the Montreal Screwjob. We never know. Things happen. Events come up like the Royal Rumble. We did not expect for it to happen. It just did. So Montreal Screwjob got pushed back, but you never know. I'm Fernie.
And I'm Eddie.
This was the 11 count. Ring the bell.
There you go. All right. Is there anything you want me to mention during the top 10?
Vince McMahon is innocent.
I'm keeping that. But you and I both know that's probably going to be our next review.
No,
Oh,
I don't think I have anything in mind. To be honest, like the movies for 2023 kind of are a blur to me at this point.
honestly, man, I struggled to make us top 10 because they were like a lot of them were mid. Like there were like five really great ones, and a lot of
Were
them
a
were.
lot of DC ones in that mid category?
I only have one DC movie on my slate.